Okay, so welcome to podcast by the Bowler. Our aunt is Talon.
Mr. V, Blendo.
And today we have a guest with us here, so Shaquil.
Shaquil Mohamed, Shaquil, champ.
This is a story that needs to be told. You agree with me, V?
Hey man, yeah man.
I know Shaquil, how long I know you.
Started. And how
I know Shaquil very long. And Shaquil and
years.
Many years.
Shaquil I know from then is not the same Shaquil we see here today.
Yeah, man. Times change, things change, experiences build you.
Yeah, so we'd like to get into your story.
Really?
Oh really? My mistake.
Your
No,
last
really,
video.
man.
Would you want some water?
Please, man.
Look,
I just had this thing. If I had a lot of ambition, I've always been ambitious. I said to myself, yo, I want to make it. I want to be rich. So let's just go out there and make a lot of money. And at one
You always
point,
ran away from jobs. I see.
no, I'm still running away from going to get a normal job. Thanks,
Yeah,
brother. And my thing is, you can't have a vision without a purpose. And you can't also have a purpose without a plan. So I had all this ambition, I had all these goals, but I didn't have a plan. You know, I never planned. It's plain and simple.
So how did the whole like vision and the plan became like clearer as you went along?
Look, a lot of people don't know my origin story in business and all these type of things. And I actually started working in retail. I won't mention the company's name, obviously, for brand's sake, legalities and all that. So I was working in retail. I started off as a aisle assistant. So I used to clean up after people. I used to pack stock on shelves. I used to be like a PA for everyone else.
People and all that.
So I fought my way, man. In 1 year, I actually changed a lot. In 1 year, I went from being the shelf packer assistant to being a salesperson. And then at one point, because I was the youngest in the team, other people obviously fought about it. Why am I earning commission? Why am I earning more money at my age and all this? And I said, no, but I'm doing work, I'm proving myself. You guys don't speak up for yourselves. And I had a whole big argument with management. And so yeah, I started making money there as a salesperson. And one day I just decided, yo, I'm quitting, man. I can't do this. I can't work.
Long hours,
I
but I
can't do
think
this.
you work like 10, 11 hours.
so at the
10
time,
hours a day.
at the time you now quit net, did you have a plan?
Nope.
Was it
Nope.
spur of the moment?
You just knew that you were
Nope.
dead.
I had a cousin at the time. They had a marketing company, marketing agency, and with the marketing agency, I said to him, "Yo, give me a job. I can. I've got all this fire. I got potential. Hook me up." And this guy never gave me a chance, bro. This guy, I used to call him every day. You know, listen, can I come for training? Can I come for? No. So I sucked at the time in that job. Or in business, I sucked. I was whack. And I worked my way up. Eventually, I met a few mentors along the way that taught me about marketing, taught me about sales, taught me how to speak to people, public speaking. And
Stanley Koch, you mentioned one of your mentors, Stanley Koch.
yeah, so he's actually also my uncle. And he actually said to me one day, he said this. He said to me, "Do you really have a passion for packing shelves and cleaning floors?"
Yeah.
So he says, quit this job. Just quit. Don't look back. Quit this job. Don't look back. You know what I'm saying? Any opportunity that you have, take it. And his words were, if I had the opportunity to still carry on with my business, and you know, at this time I was scared to carry on with my business, and that's why I stayed in 9 to 5. Don't do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't do the same thing. And he's a great guy, helping out the community, changing lives every day. And yeah, I look up to people like that, man.
Great man. So even before that, you also in engineering. You went to UJ.
Oh, it was
After, yeah.
So I did so many things, man, in short spaces of time. Look, my family used to look at me and say, "This guy is a quitter."
I was about to ask,
finish.
were you undecisive? Did you not know?
It wasn't indecisive.
Okay.
So, look, when you finish school, you have this thing in your mind: get a good education, so you can get a good job, so you can get a car, so you can get a house. get a family, and then you know retire eventually. And I had this idea of why should I let someone else dictate my future or my life? Why should other people tell me what my plan should be? So with the engineering thing, I just came out of matric. I finished matric, and
You were how old at that?
I was 17.
Yeah. Remember you said you finished school like a year earlier or something.
So I was 17 when I started engineering. It was actually an apprenticeship. It was a full-time job in an apprenticeship. And look, you look at jobs. You look at doctors and lawyers and engineers, and you say, hey, these people earn top shelf living, you know. And I said to myself, okay, cool. The money's good. I mean, I was earning 8,000 rand a month at the age of 17.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, yo, this is cool. It's a good amount of money. Eventually, I thought to myself, yo, I'm actually working 12 hours a day. I'm working hard, man. I'm picking up things every day. I'm doing hard labor. I hardly sleep because once I'm done at work, I have to go to gym. And when I'm done at gym, now I have to go and fix meals up at home. And then get ready for the next day again, waking up 6, working to 6 again. So I said to myself, yo, this is not for me. So eventually my parents said, okay, why don't you go and study? So my parents actually forced me to study. And I said, okay, whatever, let me go do this thing. Went to UJ for a year. I also realized it wasn't for me. I sat down and thought to myself, hey, for me studying personally, no offense to anybody watching, I said to myself, I think that studying is for people who want to go and get a job.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I don't want to go and get a job, so why am I wasting my time doing this? And I dropped out. Obviously, the parents weren't happy about that because they have this picture of, yeah, you're living in South Africa, you need an education. Yes, education is important, but the knowledge is more important than the paper that says you qualify. Because the actions can show more qualification than a certificate or a degree or whatever the case is. So
doesn't guarantee competence at the end of the day also.
no, it doesn't guarantee competency based off the individual.
Yeah.
Based off the individual. Because
Yeah, because I think even with your qualifications and so on, you still need to have a hustling spirit because you need to go and find that job and you need to sell yourself and you still have to do all of it. You just have a paper behind you.
Exactly. What people do in this day and age, they call it the middle class. And a lot of people in the middle class think they've made it in life because they're doing better than their other family members. But they still worried about, if I have to lose my job, what's going to happen to my family?
And the salary probably doesn't even make it to the end of the month.
But that's not even the thing. I mean, if you have a salary, you have one source of income. Now what happens if I take your job away? You lose your car, you lose your house, you can't provide for your family. So people don't have these backup plans. And yes, they talk about investments, they talk about policies and all of these type of things. And it's a black culture. We identify as colours in South Africa, but it's a black culture, and that's how everybody thinks in the black culture and black communities. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we keep ourselves back, because we look at other people thinking, hey, this guy's got a management position, he's doing well. But that guy's working his ass off.
Stress, getting sick from stress.
And he's not fulfilling his dreams, man. I don't feel like God intends you to wake up and go do a job that you don't like just to pay the bills. I don't think that's
what
God
made
is.
you, because you were very young, 17, and it looks like you were clear on finding your purpose or what's for you, and if you saw that this is not for me, you left it quickly. You were quick to see that. What would you say brought that up in you?
I have this type of feeling that I have inside, you know, and if you notice other people, you can see a lot of people when they're miserable in their lives and they got a lot of regrets and they made a lot of mistakes with their decisions. And I just said to myself, I'm not going to be unhappy for the rest of my life. If I'm unhappy now, for this first few months that I've been doing this job and I'm unhappy, how am I going to feel?
Nothing's going to change.
I'm going to be depressed in the future. I'm not going to be happy with my life. And you think about all that stuff, and most people, they just accept it because they're afraid of what's going to happen if they don't have the job anymore, or if they don't have security. And I just never had that. I knew that. I pray a lot, so I know, yes, God's going to always make a plan. But I know I'm also going to make a plan always, and that's how you become successful in life. You You look at your own abilities to create and do things.
Mm.
And also, yes, you have faith in God. You have faith in God, but you also you have more faith, not more faith in yourself than God, but you have faith in your abilities.
But God helps those who helps themselves.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
align your hard work and your planning and your
With your
strategy
faith.
with the faith in God. So
Yeah.
that's how you make it.
Okay, so faith is a big thing for you. You know, going forward and looking forward to the future.
No, look. So I'm in a weird. I won't say I'm in a weird space religiously, because human beings messed up this whole religion thing. So I believe in the God of Moses, Jesus, Abraham, Adam. That's the God I believe in.
But you also read the Quran. I see
So I read all scripture, because a lot of people, what happens is you go according to what your parents taught you. So you make a lot of mistakes in the belief system, or maybe the church teaches things that's not really what the scripture means or talks about. So the original scripture before wasn't even the Torah. So the Torah is the original teaching. And I'm sorry to go into this, but if you're looking at it from a religious point and how I made my choices in what I believe, my belief system, there were teachings before the Torah, which were put into a language called Aramaic before Hebrew, and that was passed on to Abraham, and then the Torah came after Abraham with Moses. No, Moses wrote the Bible, but the Torah was before Moses. So it was Abraham, Torah, and then Moses, Bible, and then Jesus came, and then he wrote the Gospel of Christ, which is the New Testament. And so in Islam they call it the Injil, which is the teachings of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I'm saying so I sit back and I think to myself, okay, cool. Christians say Muslims are evil. Muslims say no, don't believe what the Christians are believing in. But at the end of the day, we believe in the same God, firstly. Okay? And the Quran also says, he who believes in Jesus Christ will find his place in heaven. The Quran says this. In the Bible, Jesus Christ says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody enters the kingdom of my Father besides through me. So, this is also just an opinion, but I personally feel like Jesus is not God. So, Jesus is mighty. He might be the Son of God. I'm not sure, I don't know. I wasn't there at that time. He might be the Son of God, but he was miraculous in the things he done. So his birth was a miracle. The Quran speaks about how Jesus spoke when he was a baby. And it makes sense, because if in the times where they were living, if a virgin had to fall pregnant, they would kill her.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. They would kill you. They would stone you to death. That was the punishment. So according to the Quran, it says Jesus spoke to the people of Israel and said, I'm sent by God. I'm sent by God. In Islam they call him Allah. The original name for God was Elohim, Eloah. So it goes from Hebrew, just translated to Arabic, Allah. So that's how the name Allah comes into play. So Gabriel sent down the message, and then Jesus shared the message with the rest of society. So a lot of people don't understand this, and that's where there's like
No,
confusion.
we're going to have a break for all of this.
You know what I'm saying? No, we're going to talk in more detail.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
this
going to
part two, part three.
let's get to know
Yeah.
Shaquil for now. Let's get to know Shaquil for now. So, you've been dabbled in that
Yeah.
switching up. Last I heard you were with the doing the Herbalife. What are you doing now exactly?
Yeah, so I do Herbalife, network marketing. So yeah, I'm not going to say, I do Herbalife, but the whole business is network marketing. So I do Herbalife. I'm part of a marketing company as well. We do
Doing
communication solutions. I do consulting for companies and individuals, performance coaching as well. And there's a few other things, but I won't mention that. There's just some side
So
hustles
what is the
and
main
stuff
one?
like that. There's no main one, man.
There's no main
No
one.
main one. Yeah.
They're all mains.
I try and spread out my time and put
Yeah,
all
so-
my focus on everything.
The other day I also heard that you were part of a group that hosted an event. I spoke to one of your friends yesterday. I don't know if it's like last week or the week before maybe.
Look, I've got guys. They opened up a like a club, bar, restaurant type of thing. It's Good Life Entertainment.
Yeah.
And they do events. I just want the guys to prosper in life and win in life. So wherever I can help, wherever I
It's
can
all
do
about
something.
eating together.
For the homies, man, like it makes me happy. So yeah, that's what it is. It's not like I'm into that, but wherever I can
Just
help.
like those helping the homies, you do it.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's wherever there's an opportunity, I try and see where it fits for me, if it fits into my plan. Look, I feel like my purpose, and Dylan spoke about purpose just now. I only found my purpose 2-3 years ago, and I never had a purpose, and maybe that's why you get lost in the beginning, because you don't know what your purpose is. And I realized, yes, I want to be rich, yes, I want to be financially free, but I also want to help people, educate people, try and change people's lives as well. But that only goes as far as to how far their mind takes them, because a lot of people hold themselves back and sabotage themselves because of their feelings. You get your feelings hurt, and now you get offended, or you have a different belief system. And I feel like there's a lot of weak people in this society today. People are weak, man, and a lot of people wouldn't survive like the things that real entrepreneurs put themselves through. So, for example, there was a time when I never had food in the house for a couple of months, and you survive from like a loaf of bread and 2 eggs.
Yeah,
Every day you spread it out. People don't know this about me, so man, I've been everywhere. I've been on every financial level you can think of. I've had a lot of money at one point, I've had nothing at one point. So what happens when people get into that position, and people don't understand this, as an entrepreneur you're supposed to go through that, so you can have those big amounts of money that they have at some point of life, because you don't get great things if you don't have bigger adversities or hardships. You get out of that and you level up when you keep going. So these people now, they give up, they go and find their 9-to-5 job again, they get
It happens to
back
a lot
to
of
the
people.
comfort zone. Understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to avoid that, and I will work as a slave for myself rather than what do you call it, conceding and saying, hey, I give up, let me just go and get a normal job.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've had many opportunities to do that over the years. Even saying that you ate bread and eggs at your house, not having, enough food to eat.
Man, it was hectic.
Yeah. But now,
It was hectic.
for most people, they would just decide, you know what, I'm going back to my mother's house, I'm going to take a normal 9-to-5 job. So what is it that allowed you to keep pushing forward and get out of that poverty mindset? Because you even said in one of your videos now, even though you are broke, you can still have a wealth mindset.
Look, I don't believe people become rich based off circumstance or even opportunity. Yes, the opportunity can arise, but what are you doing to make the opportunity work for you? Remember, the opportunities will come and go, but your mindset gets you to where you want to be. So your mindset gets you to where you want to be, and the things you do get you to where you want to be. And this, I've always been, even as in high school, I used to say to my parents, why do you always say there's no money? Why do you always say, why do you complain about money? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? And I'm saying to myself, I never want to be like that. And even my parents, they would take offense because they think you, as a kid, now you're being ungrateful. But as a kid, I'm saying to them, do you guys not understand that you can be limitless? You can be limitless, and I don't want to go and look at the price of something in the shop and worry about the price of something in order for me to afford it. It's not what I want. So my mindset is always, nothing's impossible. I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. I can become whatever I want to become if I believe in it. And then people have the scarcity mindset, and then I'm sure you've had conversations with people, it annoys me. Once you open your mind and open your eyes, it annoys you even more. Where you have conversations with people and they say, no, there's not enough for everybody to get rich.
There's an abundance.
There's more in everything.
More.
Yeah, plus if most people don't live up to their full potential. So if they're not doing that, why would you still think that there's not enough for you? It's only a few people, actually pushing it. And
I think what it is it's the internet makes the world seem small.
It's been like that before the internet, though. It's been like that before the internet, and you'll see it like in generations, of, like our parents, for example. They come from different times, so what happens is they get limited to what they saw when they grew up, and they don't think beyond that. So they think, yes, my father got a good job, took care of us. The least that I can do is get a well-paying job. I'm driving a BMW. My kids go to school. They're not hungry, and that's it. Cool, but then I come with my mindset and I say, I want to live I want a 5-bedroom house. Put a gym in one of the rooms. I've got enough space for all my guests if they want to come over. I want to be able to be a citizen of the world and make money in all currencies, so that wherever I go in the world, I can live without worrying about my income, or if I'm going to eat, or if I'm going to wear clothes, or afford just a normal life. So most people don't think like that. Most people think in their communities, in the areas where they grew up, they get jobs close to where they stay. They limit themselves to the people that's there. So, and that goes into like women as well. Like you fall in love with a girl, you think this is the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
So she can treat you bad. You're gonna try and stick with her because now you have this thing of no, but she's amazing. I love her, whatever. But there's so many people in the world that can make you happy as well, happier even.
Yeah, but you just don't see past
I'm not
that.
saying jump around and be a bad person. I'm just saying if something doesn't work for you, if it doesn't make you happy, put it to the side. So that's how I've been living my life.
But now, what did you
So
say?
are
Where did that
you
come
in a
from?
relationship?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Yeah, but now obviously, like, the more successful you become,
Yeah.
like, I'm sure that the more attention you get from ladies and stuff like that. So how do you deal with that?
Not really.
Not really.
Funny enough.
Nice, Shaquil.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put
Even
it.
for normal guys like us, we get attention from ladies, but obviously, as you've grown your brand, you get like
Oh, yeah.
25,000 Instagrammers there, whatever.
Good looking
Huh?
guys, man.
Yeah, man, and I see
Good looking
the
guys,
ladies there in the comments and all that. So what about those ladies?
Look, I get a lot of comments. You get some girls send me naked photos out of nowhere. But I'm like, okay, what must I do with this now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What must I do with this?
So you just mostly focus on your purpose and what you're doing.
Look,
you
for
won't get
me-
easily distracted by just anything that comes along.
It's about being high value. Not just personally me, but if I'm dating someone, she must also strive to be high value. And why would you date someone who just throws themselves
Just
out
like that.
there, you know?
Yeah. And we had a
But
similar
now,
conversation earlier.
no. Yeah, me and we had this
Yeah.
conversation. So now we are living in a world now where social media is opening a lot for people, né? And now women is coming to a place in their lives where they're checking to say, because you see it a lot on social media, no girl, shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. Yeah, they always say.
Even when they give each other advice to say, no, I like this guy, how do I get his attention, what, the bro will say, no man, shoot your shot, you never know what can happen. So now what if that man is just trying to shoot your
But
shot?
there's ways to do it though. As a man, you don't just, and you've had experiences, you went to the club, even when you were younger, you meet girls, you're not just going to say, hey, I want to go home with you tonight, let's go. You never had a conversation, you never
Okay.
gotten to
so
know
you
this
say you
person
get it
properly,
like
whatever
that.
it is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
You must connect in some way.
Yeah,
You can't just be
he's
throwing
at
your
least
things.
getting her date.
No, that's better.
Yeah, I should also have my experiences.
No, that's
and I
much
even told this guy. He says, no, this girl, check, she's amazing. So I said, yeah, but like, I don't know, man. She's just a bit too forward.
It must something that puts you off.
Just puts me off.
You know
Now I'm
why?
getting- Yeah.
Because you're a man.
Yeah,
You're
man.
a hunt. Your job is to hunt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that makes it more
Come
worth
on,
it.
guys.
Look, it's a new world, but there's ways to do it. Like, I've had girls who
No, but
who
I
ask
think
me,
that man is like
Mm.
approaching it because she's basically inappropriate.
okay, yeah, then that's the problem.
You understand?
I've had things like that, and I say the message I respond is, please respect yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, even say
You know,
So you're saying if she's appropriate, would you go for it then?
100%. I've had girls that says, hi, I'm in your city, or I'm around. Let's go for dinner. Can I take you for dinner?
Yeah.
Can we go out? Like, okay, cool. Where are you? Let's meet
You
up.
say the very big, you feel like a piece
So-
of meat.
Piece of something, huh?
Like, these girls, they message you and
I'll
they're
go
like,
that pry.
Yeah.
ja, jy's net mooi. Ek soek 'n stuk vleis.
Yeah, it's the place, huh? So put it on the bowler now, huh?
You know what I'm saying? And my father
Yeah,
is
but
nice.
yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
get those things, but obviously, as a man, you know what kind of person you are.
Mm.
Maybe if you're the type of guy you just want to fun, maybe for the night or whatever, but you never stay with that girl long term.
Guys, let me just
Because
answer
if she does it so easily for you, what about the other guys
man?
out there?
Mr. C coming
Alright,
soon.
man.
Next
It's
episode.
Mr. C on the call there, just after Shaquil. He's
Next
warming up the seat for
episode.
Mr. C. Two great guys in the same seat. So yeah, man.
You know, success leaves clues, guys.
Yeah, yeah. So Shaquil is leaving the clue here.
Yeah, man, it's about self-respect and self-value, self-worth.
Open shop there.
Women, remember, women were always known as the prize over the years, and we know this. We know this. Women's always been known as the prize, always.
Yep.
But now I look at it like this. There's something, and I'm not gonna swear now because you know YouTube. You know the YouTube algorithm. You
So
can't
they
use a
remove
lot
our
of,
video there.
profanity, but
Yeah.
girls, ladies can sleep with any guy that they want to, but
I think so.
a man will marry the woman that he wants. A woman might not find the guy that she wants because the dating pool becomes watered down. It becomes a pee of pool. There's
pool of
pee.
pee.
There's
Yeah.
pee in the water. You know why?
R. Kelly pool.
I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Because most guys are not striving to be ultra successful, ultra good looking. Look, the first form of self-respect is a man. The guy goes to gym. You don't have to have a lot of money. But if the guy goes to gym, and that's the first thing that shows me a guy respects himself. Now you get a guy that goes to gym. He's handling his business. He's investing in his future. And he doesn't have time for nonsense. And that's what a lot of guys. Yeah, when I was thinking about nonsense, you know, a lot of guys get distracted by the alcohol, the drugs, the girls, the women.
Caught up in the hype.
You get caught up in the hype. You get caught up in this pleasure feelings, and that's what keeps you back in life as a outie. And now what happens is, a woman gets older, and now women start getting desperate because all my friends got good guys.
Married kids.
They
all
married, they
that.
got kids. This guy is well off. That she's with.
But then
He's a
isn't it also that
gentleman.
made is like that they're looking for a guy that is already complete?
Not actually. Not really.
Because I think sometimes, man, like there is for potential for marriage to have.
So yeah, man, we deal with multiple personalities, different ways of thinking of individuals every day. But they always say there are three sides of every story. It's your truth, their truth,
And that
and the
Their
truth.
Yeah.
The truth, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I feel like know the truth, and that's why it's so uncomfortable for certain people. They get their feelings hurt with a lot of topics and emotions, especially like this story with ladies now, for example. Prehistorically, you know, and this doesn't mean my mindset's old. I'm talking about nature and science. Even in the caveman's times, woman will go for the man who's bigger than the other man. He hunts more, or he's not afraid to defend his family. You know what I'm saying? And those women will rather go for that person because now they've got security and they've got survival. What happens in 2022? Who's got the bigger bank account?
The
You
smaller
know what
man.
I'm saying? But because the smaller man gets tired of being pushed around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like an evolution type of thing. But in your mind now, you're thinking to yourself, how can I be great in every... That's how you become successful. How can I become great in every area of my life? I know I have to make mistakes, I have to flop now and then. Because the more I flop, the more I learn.
Is
But
that what built Shaquil? Because
I failed a lot.
if I must say this, I remember there was a time when we were small and then Shaquil got bullied and shit, and then next thing I know, Shaquil is a fucking monster. Yeah.
Look, bro, growing up, yeah, always used to tease you. They try and put you down or whatever. That's like what motivated me to succeed or be great in life. What used to happen was I used to go to parties and stuff just after school, and guys tease you, like, yeah, chicks don't want you, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. What am I gonna do? What counts in real life?
Mm.
I'm just gonna make more money than all of you.
Take your cherries, huh?
No,
The ones that don't
it
want
wasn't
me.
about take your cherries. It was about let me make more money than all of you guys.
And make you
So whatever argument you're trying to make, saying that you're better than me, I can just say I earn more than you. My whole lifestyle and living is better than yours. And then after that, it didn't become about anyone. After that, it just became about.
But then didn't that same people then drift towards your side
No, then
and want to be
they want to be your friends
Shaquil's
now. They want
friend.
to hang out with you. They want to ask you for advice. They want to ask you for favors. And it's okay. I don't
saw
hate
you
anybody.
had gang friends.
Eh?
I saw you had gang friends.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't. And I don't hate anybody.
No,
That's why I don't tell people, hey, F off or whatever. I have love for everybody.
Okay.
But my experiences in life taught me how to be softer. And this goes back to what I said earlier. Yes, we didn't want to speak about religion, but if you want to be great, you must look at the heart of Jesus Christ and how he thought. I even got into a fight the other day. I got into a fight. This guy telling me he's going to kill me. Whatever. And I'm like, yo, dude, I can make many phone calls. I can even do something to you now. You're not going to have a nice day after that. But now this guy's losing his mind, and I'm calm, and I'm thinking about Jesus. You know, I'm like, what would Jesus do? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight you, man.
But it shows how we don't understand each other, Brape, because then on the other end, this guy, the reason he's acting so is because he's thinking, hey, that's all if he must retaliate now, I'm a prosper. But then he's checking, I need to now overpower it, or I need to try and intimidate him.
Yeah, but the egg is taking over.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and now, so then he's making it something way different
Out
than
of
you are just
proportion.
trying to get out of this.
I'm like, yo, man, calm down, man. You know, and in this like pisses him off much more now because
Because you're so calm.
I'm calm. Oh, you see,
Sorry,
guys,
shit.
All that's
Shit.
dangerous.
Bowler podcast. Watch out for the ash.
Don't believe that. Just know this man will sue us.
No ways. No ways. So, yeah, sit down and never carry on.
No, you can speak, I'm just warming us up
Okay,
here.
you're gonna cut it out from here. You're gonna crop it.
And they will see those flames coming
So,
out.
yeah, from here you crop. See the fires like
What
a
seat? This is the what seat?
So look, I've, and this is what we spoke about now. I was the guy who was a weakling, and then I became like an animal, and now people will say I'm insensitive, I'm a savage, and I'm like, no, but now I'm the guy that I'm supposed to be because
Yeah.
imagine if we
Yeah.
grew up in the wilderness. If I was 14 years old and I was this weak child still that I used to be, the world was going to eat me up.
Yeah, like even a crocodile.
You understand what I'm
they eat,
saying?
if they sense weakness, they eat
Even
it,
the
baby.
wolves,
Yeah.
the weaker wolf in the pack, they kill him.
Mm.
And now in my mind, I'm like, God made these creatures in nature. If nature can know this, we're supposed to be smarter than every other species.
And it's with everything, even plants. Like if you get an alien plant that grow in my yard now,
Yeah.
all the other plants are gonna die because that plant is gonna come and take up all the water.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so it's
So
with
now-
everything. If you have the power, you're gonna.
I don't know if you've seen in the ape kingdom, with these big silverback gorillas. So the one alpha makes kids with all the females, and anybody who wants to be a husband or father,
Like they see
they
you.
must
Yeah.
fight.
But
the
it's with a
alpha.
lion also. There's
You
a
must fight the alpha.
lion pride, and
You
then
understand?
the male and daughter.
Yeah.
All the marriages is his. The other males that is there
And you
is
have
his
to fight. You
children.
have to kill him.
His children.
If
Yeah,
you want to be the
want
next
there, you
alpha, you have
must
to
go-
kill him.
Mm.
So this is what James. It's not about ladies. I love women, guys. I'm not a misogynist. Please put this in your heads first thing. Women are powerful. Women achieve a lot because of their nurturing and tender nature. They can do great things if they have the right tools and equip themselves, or if they are equipped as well. But in nature, a man needs to fight for his place in life. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying?
No one's
Career,
gonna give it to you just like that.
even
So
being
it's-
the guy who go out to the parties, and that's how I used to. I actually got drunk here in the driveway many years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, a
Tell me
lot
about
of
those stories.
stories.
Just tell me about
You
these
know,
stories.
and
A lot of kids.
you learn a lot along the way, and the key is to learn through everything. Even if you get beat up or they
Yeah.
jump you, you need to learn.
What did I
Okay,
learn from that fight?
not you know.
To not get beat up again, or
Or robbed.
to be able to punch
You know what I'm
back, or
saying?
to run away, or
It's
to avoid certain things.
It's
Yeah.
an
to build a
evolutionary
plan
concept.
from your downfalls.
It's an evolutionary concept. And what happened to me was, the best thing that ever happened to me was going broke. So what happened was, life took me. I was earning like, I would say I was top 1% of my age. 'Cause at the time I was about 23. I was 23 and I was earning upwards of 100k. My bank account reached 300k in 1 month, once or in 1 month earnings. And then all of a sudden COVID comes and these things come and now you go broke, you know what I'm saying? Now you have to adapt. Now you have to be a lion in the jungle again because I'm hunting now again, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even a lion, a hyena. Because lions don't hunt, the female hunts.
Yeah.
But now I'm a hyena, whatever. If I sense weakness, I'm gonna grab a hold of it. If I sense something that's around me that I need to attack, I'm gonna go for it. So now it takes me to a more uncomfortable situation because now you get comfortable because now you're doing more, you have more. You think, I'm getting paid again next month, this much thousands, so I'm fine. So now you get comfortable. Now you get put in a state. That's where I got closer to God. That's where I went through depression and I learned how to get myself out of it because happiness is a choice at the end of the day. And then you get to a point where you say, okay, let me understand from another person's point of view. That's why I won't just attack a guy now if he wants to fight. Because if I can see, maybe you have a lot of undealt with problems in your head or your heart, I want to try and help you because I can see you're a great person. But hey, slice.
Yeah, but I've seen like you
nice.
become a bit more sensitive over time. I remember like you were quite blunt in the beginning.
No, but I think it comes back to knowing his knowledge.
Yeah.
The more you know, bro, like you know that this guy is probably going through something. That's why he's acting the way he is.
You just get a last glass of water there before.
So now you know this. So you know it's gonna be foolish of you to retaliate and give him the reaction he's looking for. You understand? So that's how he's just letting his emotions take control of him. So because you know he's going through something, so why is it to help him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it comes with growth. That's why maybe in the beginning you weren't so in touch with it, but
Yeah.
as like time went
Because
on,
then you're jamming still and you still wanna be a
Well,
strong
Not even
man.
in touch with it. Like I'm still that guy. And don't get me wrong, like the animal is there. You know what I'm saying? It's just in hibernation. But every situation needs or requires a different version of you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying be two-faced and go and stare people in the back.
Yeah.
Or act. I'm saying,
Just knowing how to deal with situation.
let's say
You're
if
not
that
fighting
dog
every
has
fight.
puppies now, for example. There's a dog there, she's got puppies. I'm gonna treat that puppy like a puppy. Or if a baby comes running up and down here, I will go into that the role that I have to play to make the child laugh, you know, play with racing cars, maybe with a lighty. If I go into a business sense, I'm going into boardroom, that's a different beast. Also, if we're going out as Owens, now they want to fight us, then I have to fight. That beast is also another beast.
Yeah.
So, the problem, my problem that I've seen is a lot of people are weak.
It's like playing a game.
It's playing
In a
a game.
game you have characters, you use a different character
It's
for
called
a different.
gamification.
Yeah,
you
so
have to live your life that way.
You know, you need to know which character select
Exactly.
to select for which level.
Yes, 100%. So for me, it's a thing of evolution, and it's also a thing of wisdom and experience. And you can only gain wisdom of experience. So
But
yeah,
with that being said, ne, you know what? We're gonna get you again, Shaquil. We have
part
to.
two.
We have to. Just tell us what's next for Shaquil.
There's nothing next, man. I'm just same goals every day.
So just gonna push.
We just gotta keep pushing.
Where can they find you?
Get me on Instagram at Shaquil Champ, and yeah, just Instagram for now. But that's it. Nice to be a gents.
Yeah, yo,
it's nice
Shaquil,
to
bro.
have you,
That was.
I
that
think
was
I
now.
think we need more time.
We're gonna we're gonna speak after this. We need to make and then we'll have like a fucking 2 hour
Serious or
because you have a lot to say and it needs to be said. So we'll do that again. I think we have announcements here. The competition, guys, don't forget comment ne? And I thought about it with what I want you all to do ne? The winner, if your comment gets selected but you are not a subscriber, you didn't like the video you commented on, we're gonna choose another winner. So
Yeah,
you
you
need
must
to
be
subscribe.
Like, comment,
You
subscribe.
need to
like the
like
page.
and yeah. For end of the month, we're gonna on our Facebook, ne? We'll announce the winner.
yeah, we'll announce on Facebook. So the end of July. When July was now, yeah. End of July we'll be making
End
that
of
announcement.
August.
End of,
End
okay.
of, yeah, end of August.
End of August we'll be
End of
announcing that.
August, yeah.
And yeah.
So then,
So yeah, also we wanna just give a shout out to Jimmy Gordon for doing the intro for us. Thanks a lot, Jimmy
yeah,
Gordon.
yeah, Jamil
Zijn
added
other
some nice
gevaarlijke
things for us there.
thing for us there.
Mm.
So yeah, I just want to say thanks for that. Thanks for Shaquil for coming through, and yeah, what else? So yeah, man,
Yeah, and just a shout out also to my parents there, just for
allowing us to use
allowing us to use this
the lava
place, man.
for the bowler.
It's a nice space, and
Yeah, man, it's good. So yeah,
yeah, we can have the guests comfortable. Yeah, Shaquil, we're gonna have you again, man.
Very nice, guys.
That's our podcast by the Bowler, me, Dylan, V, our guest today, Shaquil the champ.
champ by the bowler.
We out of here.
So yeah, man. Okay, one more thing. Just that the blend of the week. Something
Oh yeah, blend of the week. Sorry.
Something that Shaquil posted the other day on his page. I don't have a plan B, just different ways of making plan A work. Okay, I don't have a plan B, just different ways of making plan A work. I think I said it right, man.
Nice. And with that note,
Yeah.
we're out of here, man.
Some nice
Out.
water,
Till
nice
next
water.
time. Nice water, man.